Okay, welcome back. It is day 172 of Coding Every Day. So, today I worked again on Knock, project management tool. Um, haven't yet gotten to like the core functionality um of the tool. I kind of I added the functionality of adding a task to your board, and also when you click on a task you can edit it. No backend yet, so it's not like any of those change, but I wanted that functionality there so that when I do get um so now I have like, you can move it to a different column and you can edit and create. So those are the three things that are needed for this system to automatically do stuff on the board. So I got those three done. I would say next is probably some sort of way to link GitHub, give access to a GitHub repository. Because I'm just going to target GitHub at first for this app. And then after that, I can, well, more on what I did today. You can see at the end of the video, I went on TL Draw and kind of mapped out how I think the system's going to work underneath. So I'll have some sort of webhook thing that will keep track of GitHub commits, pulls, push, whatever. And it'll be able to read that. And ideally, the most revealing thing is going to be the diffs between code. So, here is, based on the original code that was there, this is what changed. And then that way, the token cost per, whatever we're reaching out to, whether it's an LLM. I have seen some stuff, though, that, it's like threshold, like how confident it is. And I saw something with an embedding API from like OpenAI, in which I might be able to take every single task that's on the board and map it to the differential in the commit, and stuff above a certain threshold could be then changed to, being put into progress or done on the board. The key thing here, though, is that because the whole point of this, in the niche that I'm trying to fill in product management, is the fact that people don't contribute to these tools, right? Just going off of me in school, it would always be like, beginning of the semester, you get your team for the semester long project. You get together, you schedule out what you think it's going to be like. Everyone, gets on the Trello board or gets on the Google Doc and maps it out. And as the semester goes on, people never update their stuff. There's like one person that is updating their stuff and reaching out, trying to get information. People are left in the dark of where someone is. And so the idea is kind of to have something that automatically goes to the resources that you're using, and on any update is able to update that so everyone stays informed. And so with that comes, people aren't going to make meaningful commit messages, right? So you can't just read the commit message. In a perfect world, this app would work off of just reading a commit message and then comparing that, to the task board, and not having to decipher code and what that code means in an out of context scenario. So being able to, decipher what's happening without the student basically just saying it is the big struggle that I'm gonna have to get through. And I don't know if I'll be able to successfully do that. That's kind of like the proof of concept that is, that's the point of what I'm doing right now, is a proof of concept of if I can't get that to work. So, and then there's also questions of like, what if they never commit to the GitHub, and if I can get something local on someone's computer, but I'm not gonna worry about that for now. But yeah, so I'm gonna start working on that though in the next coming days, and it'd be nice to actually have that proof of concept verified or not by the time I go down to Texas next Thursday. So yeah, so that is all. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.